Hello and what the fuck is up, everyone? A little bit later than normal due to some technical issues, but it's Wednesday afternoon, so it's time to get wicked. Been away for a little bit, dealing with some personal health issues. Thank you so much for all the messages. I always appreciate that. Feels so good to be back sitting here in the chair ready to go. Give me a couple minutes, we're going to share this out, and we're going to get shit rolling today. RWF, welcome to the show. Just going to get this shared out here real quick. As seen, the place already filling up. Jake Bagwell, Cowboy John, Tiny Boy, Keith Koompa, welcome everyone to the show. Mrs. U-Taker, welcome as well. And, since I see Mrs. U-Taker there, I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement. They came to me earlier in the week, and Ministry has asked for a Fatal 4-Way match with each other. And I like the concept. I think it's interesting. See who the baddest bitch in the group is, so it's happening today. Now, I will make an announcement here as it relates to kind of what everyone's talked about before. First off, in regards to this whole YouTube creator stuff, we're going to play it by ear, see what happens. I've done the pieces on my side I can do. So, we will see where it goes. Shadow Press, welcome to the show. The other thing to mention is 2K20. I know it's been a huge topic. For now, we're staying on the 19 engine, but at the end of November, it will be our kind of close-off season. So you're going to see some people probably leave and new ones come in. I will be reaching out to everybody here as soon as I can. Like I said, I've been dealing with some health issues, so I do apologize for not being a little more hands-on. But I will be reaching out to everyone here soon, see where people are standing, and we're going to get ready to advance the next chapter of Sacrifice. Blaze Radio, welcome to the show. You should probably get ready, because as you can see, you're up in the opening match. on those notes, I've talked enough here. We are going to get ready to get to some action. Oh, not a problem at all there, RWF. Anytime you can spend is always appreciated. And thank you very much there, John. I appreciate that. And thank God we are back in action. We are live, Virginia Beach, Virginia. So it has been a long time coming. I have missed being in this chair and bringing you this action. And I see my production crew while I was gone got fucking lazy, haven't changed the plaque yet. Motherfuckers. Mythic Legends of Wrestling, welcome to the show. As you can see, huge stat card today. What a way to come back. We're opening it up. 6-man tag team faction warfare. The Steel City Committee versus Salagia. Who do you have? Place your bets. Oh, you know it, John, and we're going to get wicked today. Main event has been the long-awaited rematch for the international title, as our new champion, Randall Drum, will be looking to defend that title and hold off the challenge of the former champion, Ronnie Brown. Oh, not a problem at all there, RWF. Thank you very much there, Keith. Looks like Jake Bagwell going with the Steel City Committee for the win. Yeah, I guess people aren't used to being back on Wednesday afternoons. It's taking the guys forever to get to the damn gorilla to be ready. That or schmooze at the buffet table still. I'm sure one of the two is happening. I am getting word Shmoo has left the table, so we are ready to get this underway. As you see, you're gonna see on the side screen Blaze McCoy yelling at Shmoo. But the following tag team contest is a 6-man elimination match. On their way down to the ring first, at a total combined weight of 891 pounds. In the middle, you have the Steel City Superman Blaze McCoy. On the left, the Savin Sasquatch, the Shmoo. And on the right, the Tenacious One, Tyson Parker. They are representing and collectively known as the Steel City Committee. So kicking off the return to the airwaves, faction warfare has always been a big thing to me, and it will continue to be a big thing here in Sacrifice going forward. So I couldn't think of a better way to get back into the mix. As we see the committee lined up waiting. A challenge they've faced off before in different pieces and such. But their opponents. And first off, at a total combined weight of 635 pounds. On the screen we have Hollenhund. And his tag team partner, the Virus. They, of course, are representing Salagia and are collectively known as the Plague Bringers. The Plague Bringers, a longtime tag team here in Sacrifice, have gotten close on several occasions to those dominating duo titles, just haven't been able to put it together yet. Of course, part of their opponents is Steel City Committee, Shmoo and Tyson Parker, former multiple-time dominating duo champions. So as I said, these parts of these teams have faced off multiple times. So as we await the arrival of their third competitor here, the lights drop once again. Because on his way down to the ring now, his weight is unknown, but he's a big son of a bitch. This is War! The former world champion has already informed me that he will be retiring from active competition, returning to the military. You know, as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show, the Sacrifice broadcasting season will end at the end of November. There you see that slow, methodical walk from War on his way down. So especially this being an elimination rules contest, anything can happen in it. All 6 of these men have sudden stopping power. He doesn't look happy, Keith, but he's been very focused as of late. Took some time off and came back whole new outlook on everything and just focused and driven. Looks like we're going to have Blaze McCoy starting off with Hollenhund. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. When tosses Hollenhund across the ring. Hollenhoon back up though, quick European uppercut of his own. Front face lock into a textbook suplex. Now looking to put the boots to Blaze here. Blaze quickly back up on his feet. But Hollenhoon sends him over to Salagia's corner. And big Superman punch out of nowhere. The Steel City Superman living up to his moniker. Now just cross-facing Hollenhoon here. Now going to pick him up at Hollenhoon. Quick elbow to try to get a little bit of separation, but Blaze right back on him. Kick to the ribs. Has him up. Big power bomb. Now stomping right on the inner thigh there, trying to knot it up. Now Blaze another kick to the ribs and measuring him as Hollenhoon sits up, another stomp to the chest. Blaze pressing the advantage. Sends him into the committee's corner here. Tag bringing in the Tenacious One. High-low spear clothesline combination puts down Hollenhoon. But now scoops up Parker. Quick backbreaker. Hollenhoon really should look at making a tag here. Looks like he heard me out going over. Tag made. Parker tried to cut him off. No avail. But he meets the Virus coming in with those quick jabs. Of course, Parker, an amateur boxer, and showing that background there. Now, and the referee is down. But Parker reversing the committee's corner. Quick cheap shot on the Blaze. Then sends Parker back over to Salagia's corner. Bringing back in Hollenhoon, surprisingly. Big shot to the ribs, but Tyson fighting his way out of it. Known as the Tenacious One for a reason. I'd have to think that the Virus tagged in Hollenhoon is a matter of habit. Quick clothesline though, taking down Blaze McCoy, who's now legal in the contest for the committee. Shot right to the back as well to follow up. Has in position here, big elbow drop to the chest, make it a pair. 3 for 3, the hat trick complete, but Blaze rolls out of the way of the stomp. Now sends him over a quick tag, bringing back in Parker. We have yet to see Ward or the Shmoo into the ring. Quick cover after the double team. 1, 2, and the Virus had the ref's attention. So it makes you wonder, without that, would that double drop kick have been enough for the first elimination? Now Parker sent face first into the corner here of Salagia. Tag bringing back in the Virus. Double axe handle to the elbow. And then a massive scoop slam. But Parker quickly sweeps the leg, looking to avoid taking too much more damage. Tag back into Blaze McCoy. And a Superman punch staggers the Virus, but doesn't put him down. But Blaze catches him with that power slam. Now back up, scoops him up again, holding him. Show of strength from the Steel City Superman. And another massive power slam. The Virus is not a light guy. Looked like Blaze was either going for the burner or going for his hook, line, and sinker, but either way, well scouted by the Virus. Now shot to the ribs, kick. Just huge strikes everywhere. Double stomp to close it off. Striking faster than I can count. Quick cover, but Parker in there right away to break it up. That will bring back the rest of Salagia in, and Parker eats the heart punch. But Blaze right away back up. Another shoulder tackle, making sure he doesn't take too many of these disadvantages here. Measuring Hollenhoon, kick right to the chest one more time. Shmoo calling for the tag. Blaze so far more content to do damage. Sit out powerbomb, holds the pin. 1, and only a 1 count. Shmoo was over to cut off the Virus from coming in to help. Now stomp right to the ribs. And now again Blaze one right after him. Has Hollenhoon by the back of the neck. Brings him up, reverse choke slam. another stomp to the ribs, and again measuring Holland kick right to the chest. Pop up and just let him fall. Throw him as high as he could and let gravity do the rest. And now Blaze again with those cross faces. Right back to where we started, but this time, ladies and gentlemen, we have blood in the opening match. Elite Extreme Women, welcome to the show. Big splash in the corner from Blaze, going right back after Holland, but Holland throws him over to the Salagia corner. Reverse shot there. Now scoops up Blaze. Big spear, almost cut him in half. Sudden acceleration. 1, 2, and Blaze out at 2.5. Parker was going to try to get around War. Showtime Vernon Quinn, welcome to the show as well. In the ring, though, Holland setting him up. There is that final cut. Into the cover. 1. And Parker in at 1 to break it up. And Holland right after Parker suplexing him over. But you can see the blood loss taking its toll on Holland. Now pulls him back over to the corner and tags in finally the human tank War, the former world champion in the match legally. But eats a clothesline from Blaze right away. Standing switch there from Blaze and a forearm right to the back. And Blaze took out the Virus. Went for War, but War was waiting on him. That extracurricular activity might have cost him. Now War picks up Blaze. Standing drop kick. Holy shit. Some agility shown by the former champ. And a second time. But now Blaze looking to fight back. Quick forearm, has War by the back of the neck now. Taking him over, rolls him underneath the bottom rope. Forearm right to the chest and a boot to the side of the face. Now Blaze pulling War out in the middle of the ring. And again, there's that crossface and forearm shots. Just like Blaze did to Holland and busted him open, now going after War. And a stomp to the back of the neck again, and now just putting the boots to War. Finally a big stomp to the head to cap it off, and now Blaze measuring War here, middle of the ring. Has him up. Hook, line, no, modified, almost like the hook, line, and sinker, but changed it up a little bit. Instead rolls through. And there's a second one into a cover. 1. And right away, Holland in to break it up. Tyson Parker not there fast enough. But he is able to take out Holland in the end now. Advantage for the committee. And again, now Blaze just stomping on every joint he can get his feet to connect with. Now setting up War here. Holy shit, has him up in the torture rack. We've seen War use this as well. Of course, former competitor Omar Wolf was his finisher. No one put it on like he did. War now fights out and has Blaze up. Rack position into the Sabo. Oh, now War's measuring McCoy here. Up on the shoulders. Normally the Sabo's the prelude. And there it is, the Chaos Eater. 1, 2, and Parker in to break it up again. And there's that reverse shot. Taken down Parker, and War now distracted with Parker. This could work out to the committee's benefit here. Gave Blaze a couple moments to catch his breath, and now coming back up swinging at War. Diving tag to Hollenhund. Looked like Blaze was going to try and tag the Shmoo, but thought better of it for the moment. Now quick snapmare and then a kick right between the shoulder blades. And again, Blaze going over like he's going to tease the tag, but there it is, bringing in the Shmoo, the power man of the committee. Holland, who now, first clothesline didn't connect, second one just put him down, but Shmoo again just staggers. Just the size of Shmoo. I've been in the ring with him and trying that clothesline is like running into a fucking wall. As Holland, who's learning the hard way, escaped that double thrust. Now using a bit of leverage, Holland, who gets the Shmoo out to the floor, taking advantage of the moment to make the quick tag. The Shmoo right back in the ring, meeting the Virus head on. Virus went for a charge in the corner, but misses, and there's that big spine buster. The Shmoo just manhandling the Virus. And tosses him by the leg like a sack of fucking trash. Now the Shmoo sends him into the neutral corner. Big splash, and look at the speed of the big man. Sudden acceleration. Now Tag bringing in Parker here. Tandem offense, double axe handle right to the elbow. Then a clothesline across the back of the neck. Of course, Shmoo and Parker, former dominating duo champions, so you know they're going to work well. Axe kick by Parker. And stomp right to the side of the jaw now. Now that, again, showing that background, those quick jabs. Little shuffle and a double punch. Now going for the leg, but gets kicked away there by the Virus. Now stomp right to the small of the back. We know Parker likes to use that kick of destiny, so maybe working on the back so he can't get the torque on it. And then a knee right to the face. But Parker, quick elbow finally, and then a clothesline over the top rope. Sends the Virus to the floor, and Parker right out after him. But here comes Holland, who bad part of town for Parker. There's that huge neckbreaker combination. Almost like a modified wheelbarrow neckbreaker. So Parker in the worst area of town he could be in, and it shows. The men of Salagio working well. Now Parker again with those educated hands just throwing shots. But now the Virus sends him face first into the apron. So far, no eliminations. Now Parker, that quick right hook. And then a reverse elbow to the side of the jaw. And then a European uppercut to follow up. A striking clinic. Now big haymaker from the Virus, and finally throws Parker back in, follows him in here. You can tell both these teams realizing just how important that first elimination is. Cross body by Parker and rights and lefts. Now big stomping out, picks up Virus here, went for an Irish whip, but no reversal by the Virus. Virus over tagging in War. Parker slides back in the ring. War missed with the shot, and then series of jabs again. A little shuffle of feet, double punch to War. Oh, and we talked about it a little bit ago. Parker getting the crowd warmed up. Kick of destiny. Now pulls War out. Shoots the half Nelson, leg hooked. 1, 2, and Blaze went to cut off Holland, but Holland got around him and then eats a leg sweep from Parker. Oh, and wait a minute now, Parker. Kick of destiny to Holland. That'll take him out of the match for a bit. Now sends War face first into the committee's corner. Bringing in the Shmoo. Face first into the big boot. War now trying to climb over. Diving tag brings in the Virus. The Shmoo just waiting on him. Went for the shoulder block, and the Shmoo just dropped the Virus. Now has him goozled. Show of strength, but no, the Virus with the thumb to the eye. And show of strength by the Virus. Holy shit. Elevated flatliner. Right now, it's a 3-on-1 advantage for the committee. Both War as well. Oh my God, huge spear. I would say both War and Hollenhund on the floor. But Virus, no fucks given. Now cover here. 1, 2, and Shmoo out at 2. Neither member of the committee looked too concerned with that. Of course, Shmoo probably the freshest man out of all 6. I agree, Jake, an awesome match. Now the Virus tags in War. Going right after Shmoo, stomp to the back. Oh no, he can't be serious. Holy shit! Show of strength by the former world champion. Just pressing the Shmoo. Oh, now going after him again. Deadlift into the powerbomb. Looked like he was going to try it again. The Shmoo catches him with a right hook. Now setting up War, has him goozled. Up in the air, and no, War thumbs him in the eye. Now sends him over to the Salagia's corner. I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. It don't matter how big you are. A thumb in the eye will take you down in a hurry. Now quick forearm and then a reverse elbow. And there's another spear. You see the blood pouring all over the face of Hollenhund here. Now into the cover. 1, 2, and again out at 2.5. Now kick right between the shoulder blade as well. Going to pick him up again, but double leg takedown. Counter out there by the Shmoo. Picks up the Virus, but the Virus comes up with a shoulder tackle. So especially when you look at, the team of Parker and the Shmoo versus the Plaguebringers, 2 teams that know each other very well in this dynamic. And it shows here with that exchange of counters. But now War, wait a minute, has the ankles of Shmoo. Holy shit, the big man going for a ride. And it's not one he's gonna like. You hear the crowd showing their appreciation for the show of strength. And right at the last second, Parker breaks it up. And that brings in Hollenhund here going after Parker. Referee's starting to lose control, and this is just the opening match. Oh, wait a minute. There's that torture rack. And the Shmoo taps. Holy shit. In comes Parker right away, but War sends Parker right over the Salagia corner. The committee down 3-2. That impressive show of strength to pick him up. I don't think the Shmoo has been picked up like that to start with. Oh, and now War's busted open. Parker now kicked to the chest of War. Slingshot leg drop, cut him in half and right back in the ring. Smart maneuver by Parker. Hollenhund was already getting ready to strike. Now War picks up Parker, just tosses him up and over. So the former world champion showing why he held that title as the first man ever. Parker now getting back up to his feet. War going after him, but Parker with a reverse elbow. Went for the kick. War saw it coming, ducked underneath. But right away sent over to the corner. War reverses. You see the blood pouring down War's head. Sends Parker into the Salagia corner here. Big overhand right, and Parker is busted open. It is a bloodbath in the opening match. There's that reverse takedown by Parker, and oh, wait a minute. Here they come. Set him up here. triple power bomb out of the corner. Parker may be fucking dead. And at 1.5, Blaze right in to break it up. He knew just as well. Hollenhoon picking up Parker, but Parker with a quick European uppercut. Side Russian leg sweep taking down Hollenhoon. Now Parker over, quick tag brings in the Steel City Superman. The committee down 3-2 and Blaze fucking around. Let Hollenhoon make the tag. War went for the kick but missed, Blaze out of the way. But didn't duck from that big punch. But a quick fireman's carry, Blaze back up. He knows his team is down by a member in this match now. Sending War into the top turnbuckle. Repeatedly looking to open up that forehead even more. Now kick right, small to back. Very true, Mrs. Utaker. Almost a half an hour in. And we've only had one elimination. Oh, wait a minute, War has, speaking of which, out of nowhere, that torture rack once again. This is what he took out Parker with. And he takes out Blaze as well, holy shit. War a one-man wrecking crew so far. That goes right after Parker here. Double axe handle down. Parker, the sole member of the committee, left. And the Virus looking to make short work of him. Now keeping Parker down. Of course, we know Parker's already been bleeding, so looking to open up that cut even more. But no, Parker fighting his way up. European uppercut here. Sends him over to his corner. Big forearm smash. And a bulldog. Now being down 3-1, I mean, Parker's going to have to hope for like a knockout or a quick submission. Basement Rana takes over the Virus. Because I don't see Salagia letting him get a pinfall. Oh, now wait a minute, Parker, bit of show of strength, has him up. Protect your neck. And immediately follows up after him. Big clothesline to the back of the neck. Parker getting fired up. And now quick fireman's carry. This is what Parker had to avoid. The strength disadvantage, but Parker fighting his way out. Reverse elbows. Kick to the ribs. Holy shit. Oh, and the Virus cuts him off. Sends Parker into the corner. Brings in his tag partner, and here's that series of strikes again. Double stomp to cap it off. This has got to do it. 1, 2, and 3, and it does. Take nothing away from the heart of Tyson Parker. Living up to his moniker of the Tenacious One. But in the end, just too much to overcome. And there you see at the end that cavalcade of strikes finally taking its toll and putting down Parker. And the winners of the match, Salagia! As you see the blood just pouring out of the head of War, as well as from Hollenhoon. But as we get ready for our next contest, a triple threat elimination match, as we have Shifty against Brandon Cuevas and against Colt Matthews. Who do you have place your bets? And as folks are placing their bets, I'm going to throw some shout outs here. A lot of great channels in around the area doing a lot of great broadcast. Of course, we have channels like ASWF on the Ultimate Arcade Network. You know, on a little bit of a hiatus right now. Hopefully they'll be back very soon. Of course, JJ Savvy giving you the action there. Then we have Mark Caliber, who brings you Commonwealth Wrestling, as well as a variety of other shows such as Mortal Kombat streams and such. Streaming on both Twitch and YouTube under the channel Mark Caliber 17. Then you saw her in the chat a little bit ago. Elite Extreme Women Wrestling. All women's action all the time. Hopefully back soon. Of course, your host on that, Susie the Elf. And then we have the House of Ghazi, run by Ghazi himself, bringing you a variety of wrestling action with commentary. And if he's not bringing you those different federations, you might even get some wrestling jackass if the mood strikes him. But then in another one of the originals in the area, we saw him earlier today. I'm talking Lightning Strikes with Cowboy John. Of course, you can find that on the channel Cowboy John. But maybe you need a break from wrestling. You know, maybe a little bit of wrestling overload. Then you gotta be sure and check out my daughter, Cassie Madam Red. Bringing you everything but wrestling. So you might get some World of Tanks. You might get some Dead by Daylight. Hell, you might even get some battleships with her and Blaze McCoy. We've seen that as well. But we are gonna head back down to ringside for our next contest. It's like both Jake Bagwell and Mrs. Shute are going with Shifty for the win. But the following contest is a triple threat elimination match. On his way down to the ring first, weighing in at 275 pounds, Brandon Cuevas. Tiny Boy as well, going with Shifty for the win. Of course, Cuevas has had mixed success. He starts to get on a bit of a roll and then falls back into another slump, so... Ladies and gentlemen, the next competitor on his way to the ring. He was in at 357 pounds. He is everyone's favorite drunken dragon clown. It's Shifty. As you see Shifty dancing his way down to ringside, has the crowd going crazy already. One of the most popular competitors in Sacrifice history. Of course, a former international champion in his own right. And we will see that title defended in the main event today. And ladies and gentlemen, the last competitor on his way to the ring. He weighs in at 245 pounds. Representing Better Than You. He is the self-proclaimed God's greatest gift, Colt Matthews. Colt Matthews looking to make a statement here. There we go, in the ring now, finally taking the opportunity to show off to the world. You know, the former international champion in here, Colt looking to raise his stakes for another opportunity at that title. Thank you very much there, Elfie. As you see, she's saying in the chat, if you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, hit that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, so you never miss action like our last match or like this match here. Shifty with a quick takedown on Brandon Cuevas. Colt Matthews was waiting for his opportunity to strike, and there it was. Quick flatliner to Shifty, then going after Cuevas as well. Cuevas, though, fighting back with a big forearm and then a right hand. Went for that uppercut, but got caught. Now arm wringer taking down Cuevas. Goes after Shifty, but Shifty catches him. And that big cross body, that will damn near block out the sun. And a big headbutt. Colt Matthews getting rocked. Cuevas tried to get a hold of Shifty, and Shifty tossed him away like he was nothing. Now Matthews trying to get back in here. It looks like both men trying to double team on Shifty, but Shifty fighting through both of them. He ain't having that shit. Now Shifty picks up Matthews by the back of the neck, bringing him over. Looked like he was going to throw him into the corner, but Matthews fighting his way out of it. Sends Shifty off the ropes here. Meet in the middle of the ring, neither man moving. But now Shifty sends him off the ropes. No, quick counter. Oh, and a double team here. Russian leg sweep STO. And you had to know the minute Shifty was down, Matthews with the quick shot on Cuevas. Now series of quick jabs. Cuevas, though, back up, reverse DDT, takes down Shifty. Oh, quick go behind snap German from Colt Matthews on to Cuevas. Taking advantage of the work Cuevas did to Shifty. But Shifty now back up, arm wringer into a hammerlock. Oh, and Cuevas in. Clotheslining them both, Matthews to the floor. And Shifty dumps Cuevas over the top rope as well. And a big, huge shot going to take him to the floor too. Shifty getting the crowd behind him. You hear the response. As I mentioned, one of the most popular competitors in company history. Now quick fireman's carry on the floor by Cuevas going after Shifty. Colt Matthews hitting Cuevas from behind. Showing off to the crowd, and you can hear the chorus of boos. Now Cuevas thrown back underneath the bottom rope. Matthews slides after him. Quick roll under, and there's the kick right to the side of the head of Cuevas. Cuevas to the floor, but Shifty catches him. Now Matthews in trouble. Shifty picking him back up. Scooping him up and hot shotting him over the top rope. You know, 357 pounds versus 245. You ain't got to be a genius to figure out who wins that exchange. And only a 1 count before Matthews gets the shoulder up. Now Cuevas back in, going after Shifty. Oh, holy shit, he has Shifty. Holy shit! And a choke slam. Put down Shifty from Cuevas. Matthews went in to pick the bones, but Cuevas cut him off. Oh, now has Cuevas up and over. That huge suplex. Went for the close on Shifty. Shifty ducked out of the way. Oh, now Shifty has Matthews. Hooked up Xanthrax slam. And fortunately for Colt Matthews, Shifty right after Cuevas. Double underhook pile driver puts him down, but here comes Shifty. Cover on Matthews. 1, 2, and no at 2.5. Matthews is out. And again, Shifty getting the crowd behind him. Big forearm to Matthews, and a second one. Shifty ducks under. Big spine buster. You hear the crowd come alive as Shifty making a comeback. Went for the kick, but gets caught here. Matthews takes the leg out from under him. And now goes right after him. Oh, wait a minute. Hits the super kick. Out of nowhere, that super kick onto Cuevas. Ref out of position. 1, 2. And no. Shifty breaks it up, going after him. Quick hip toss, show of leverage, takes down Shifty. Very much a heads-up maneuver by Matthews, taking advantage of Shifty's momentum. And now back to a cover again on Cuevas. 1, 2. Now Matthews with a kick to the side of the head. And there it is, the recoil kick catches him into the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Brandon Cuevas has been eliminated. Reverse Rana onto Shifty. Now Colt Matthews trying to take care of Shifty on the mat. Rolls him through. Rings of Saturn locked in. It don't matter how big you are when you get tied up on the mat. But now Shifty looking to fight his way out of its series of elbows. But you see him holding his right arm. But there's a destroyer. And that might have just destroyed Colt Matthews. Down for the cover. 2. And no, Matthews again up at 2.5. Now Shifty picks up Colt Matthews, sends him into the corner. Went for the splash, but Matthews out of the way. And there's a quick flatliner. That is the one thing Shifty is going to have to contend with, is the speed and elusiveness of Colt Matthews. Now Shifty, just rattling the head of Matthews there. And Shifty's now setting him up. Matthews could be in trouble. No, Matthews gets out of it again, as I mentioned, that elusiveness. Now sends Shifty into the corner. Big forearm to the back. Went for another one, but Shifty gets out of it. Now right hands, though. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have blood. Covered by Matthews and a 2.5. Matthews now showing his frustration here. Has not been able to put away Shifty yet. But now he's measuring him up here. No, gets caught. He went for the recoil kick. Shifty caught him. Mandible claw locked in. Matthews trying to fight his way out of it. And he does. Matthews charges in. Shifty meets him. Now Shifty has him caught. And there's the Xanthrax into the cover. 1, 2, and no at 2 7/8. Holy shit. I think everybody outside of Colt Matthews thought that was fucking over. Now big shot from Matthews, escaping here. Sit out jawbreaker. And now wait a minute. Has him in, steps through, sharpshooter locked in. Shifty close to the ropes, but no, rolls his way back through and kicks off Matthews. And now Shifty has Colt up. Death Valley driver, high angled. Now going to work right on the arm as well. And now going to the other side, getting the other shoulder. But Matthews, quick arm wringer to take down Shifty. Again, using Shifty's leverage and momentum. But there's that power, that big shoulder block. It's almost the size of Matthews' head. And now Matthews letting the crowd know that he's in control. Takes Shifty over against the ropes. No Shifty fighting his way out of it. Now kick to the ribs. Shifty now hooking him up, front face lock. Around the world into a modified brainbuster and a cover. 1, 2, and no! Once again, Colt Matthews kicking out. You have to wonder at what point does self-doubt start to creep into both these competitors. Now Shifty sending Matthews back in. And Matthews quick kick to escape once again. Walked right into a jab though from Shifty now. Shuffling the feet, the big clown dancing his way. And another cover, 1, 2, and again Colt Matthews able to kick out. You hear the crowd voicing their displeasure with the count there. Now Shifty went for a shot, but no, Matthews reverses. Matthews up and over to the floor. Mark Caliber, welcome to the show. There's Shifty with a half and half suplex, just folded Matthews over. And a second one right on the back of his neck. You have to wonder if frustration is starting to creep in. We normally don't see this aggressiveness out of Shifty. Now front face lock has him up. Modified brainbuster on the floor. You see Matthews holding his neck. Now Shifty bringing him over. Sends Matthews back into the ring underneath the bottom rope. Matthews up, showing off to the crowd, but Shifty in there and catches him. Oh, wait a minute, has him locked in, another mandible claw. Has it in deep. Matthews trying to fight his way out of it. And once again he does. Another quick jab by Shifty, but so far, Colt Matthews showing the world. With that destroyer bust open Colt, but again, only a 2 count. Colt Matthews kicked in the ribs. Now Shifty measuring him up, scoops him up. No, Matthews again escapes, and a big wicked lariat takes down Shifty. Holy shit, there's that leverage T-bone suplex. Matthews actually got Shifty over with it. Oh, now wait a minute here. Modified submission hold locked in. And Shifty taps out. There we see earlier action. Cuevas with that choke slam, but then turned around and ate that huge T-bone. There's Shifty with the Xanthrax, planting him down. And there you see that kick to the back of the neck. But out of nowhere, the coming of age of Colt Matthews, showing the world why he says he is God's greatest gift. Getting the submission victory for your winner, Colt Matthews. Monstar Factory Entertainment, welcome to the show. It's an impressive win. As we get ready for our next contest, women's tag team action. And while the ladies are getting ready, I'm going to throw some more shout-outs out there to the world here. Of course, we have Global Wrestling Affliction, the real GWA. Your host on that, Caleb James. And you're going to find that exclusively on the Fractured Reality Studios network. And then later on tonight, bringing you his normal brand of Wednesday action. I'm talking about leaning towards death. Your boy Blaze McCoy. Of course, calling the action there. And that'll be up later on today after the, normally it's after the pros are on TV. So we will see. Been a big tournament going on there for tag teams. But then, of course, speaking of some of the older channels making a comeback, Maverick Championship Wrestling. Two distinct brands, both under the same umbrella there. So be sure to check out D-Train and the boys bringing you the different actions. And of course, you'll find that exclusively on the Maverick Championship Wrestling Network. And you see him in the chat right now. Monstar Factory Entertainment. Of course, that is your exclusive home for Monstar Factory Wrestling. And when he's not bringing you wrestling, you may get some creation work. You might get some NFL. You might even get some cooking shows with Chef Sean. You never know what he's going to have in store for you. But my favorite time frame in the world, I'm talking about the 80s, where the hair was big and the clothes were small and fit just right, if you know what I'm saying. So be sure and take a trip back in time with me to 1986. For some Midwest Pro Wrestling. Of course, your host on the mic there, Mark Mayhem. Along with Pete Wall, exclusively on the Bomb Pop Overdrive Network. But here we go, women's tag action. Not a problem at all there, Sean. The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. On their way down to the ring first, weighing in at 395 pounds, representing Salagia. On the left, you have Faith. On the right, Cassie Madam Red. And they are collectively known as the Deadly Desire. Of course, Cassie, my daughter, second generation superstar. Since the beginning of Faith's debut, has kind of taken Faith under her wing. We know War will be leaving, so we will yet to see how that affects Salagia. But ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, they weigh in at a combined weight of 393 pounds. First on her way down to the ring, Ember Young. So this team of the Savage Sirens still choosing to come out individually, so definitely a different dynamic than we are used to seeing in the tag division. Have one of the best records in the tag divisions for the women. Their only loss they've suffered has been to the tag team champions, the Divine Knights. Other than that, they have beat every team placed in front of them. And ladies and gentlemen, her tag team partner, representing Ruthless Incorporated, she is your current Sacrifice Championship Wrestling Intercontinental Champion. She is the mighty Minerva. So we will wait to see. Of course, Bill Haight and Cotton Candy both retiring from the industry, and Omar Wolf being forced into retirement. So we will see what this means for both Minerva as well as the other members of Ruthless Incorporated, that being the Last Train Robbers, the current dominating duo champions. Said over these next couple of weeks, a lot of very interesting developments are bound to happen. Of course, Sacrifice will be coming back on pay-per-view at the end of this month for the final show of this rating season. I can tell, I can't get you too many details yet, but I can tell you every title will be on the line. And every match will have bearing. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Quick duck under into a modified, almost like a face breaker there from Amber Young on Faith. Amber now picks up Faith, sends her into the neutral corner with authority. Went for the scoop up, but Faith fights her way out right away in a wicked lariat. Now that trapezius claw locked in. You know, Faith placing herself between Amber and the ropes, but preventing Amber from trying to reach out for a rope break. But now pulled back over, tagged by Faith, bringing in Cassie. Cassie now has her hooked up and over, around the world, reverse DDT. Amber, though, quickly fights her way out of it. Quick European uppercut for some separation. Sends Cassie over to the Savage Sirens corner, but too slow to follow up. A mental error there. And a one by Cassie as well, letting her get over and make the tag. In comes Minerva, that big hammer. Went for a second one, Cassie out of the way, both women missing. But that super kick did not miss her that time. Now stomp right to the face by Cassie. And another. But Minerva sweeps the leg out from under her. And Cassie ducks under another attempted hammer. Pulls Minerva back into a neck breaker. picked up here. Big high knee lift though by Minerva, creating some separation as she put Cassie on the mat. Now has her up by the back of the neck, takes her down quickly. Now pulls Cassie to the middle of the ring, kick to the ribs. Now rolls her through and starts kicking her in the small of the back, one to the side of the face as well. Minerva now has the one-arm hammerlock, goes to work on the wrist of the other. We know Cassie loves to use that long kiss goodnight, so maybe trying to take away the grip. Minerva now sends Cassie to the middle corner there. Big spear to the middle of the spine. We know Minerva loves the Tartarus rack, and you know that's what she has to be thinking here. Attacking the core at every opportunity. Now picks Cassie up after that reverse choke slam. Sends her into the corner with authority. Now Minerva's showing off a bit, and that might cost her. Cassie maybe playing a little possum. But Minerva fighting her way out of it, not letting herself get caught into the corner. Has Cassie by the hair and a big right hand. Cassie in trouble. Minerva now pulling back over to her corner, tags in Amber. So far, the Savage Sirens, for the most part, have dominated this match. Now going right after the leg, big elbow to the knee of Cassie. And now waving at Amber, measuring her up, knee right to the jaw. Holy shit! Quick cover. 1, 2, and Cassie out at 2. Faith catches Minerva coming in. Minerva rolls out, Faith right after her. Meanwhile, in the ring, roll through by Amber into that modified neck breaker. Brandon Ace, welcome to the show. And on a separate note, to those that may not know as well, I'm going to go out there and say it. A little bit of an out-of-character shout-out here, but happy birthday to Brandon Ace. Now Cassie takes down Amber, that modified flatliner, but now taking time celebrating when she should be trying to make a tag. Or at least going back to the offense. She's finally getting the offense now, but a lot of time lost. Now double knees to the back of Amber, roll through by Cassie. Oh, not a problem at all there, bud. Cassie though sends Amber over down to the floor in the Salagia corner. I don't think it looks, actually I think it looks pretty good overall. But Cassie from the top to the bottom, holy shit! Laying it on the line, double knees right to the head on the floor. Cassie looking to get back into this contest any way necessary. Now kick to the ribs of Amber. Has her by the back of the head. Sends her back under the bottom rope here. What does Cassie have in mind? Front face lock, rolling the dice on the floor. You know, as I mentioned earlier, most of this match being dominated by the Savage Sirens. But Cassie turning things around against Amber here on the floor, just decimating her so far. Amber now fighting back. Big haymaker to do it now. Has Cassie by the back of that hair. But Faith cutting her off. Looked like she was going to try and get Cassie back in the ring, but Faith cut her off. I'm thinking the Deadly Desire, realizing their best offenses came on the floor. But now series of strikes by Amber, follows up with a kick, and finally throws Cassie back in. Amber, one of the predominant strikers here in the company. Now sent into the corner, but Cassie big jump, speaking of strikes, just raining down right hands, and there's a European uppercut. Wait for the kick, but Amber out of the way. Pop-up Meteora takes down Cassie. Now sends Cassie back over to the Siren's corner. Tag bringing in Minerva. Oh, they've got her hooked up here. Assisted power slam. And Minerva cutting off Cassie right away. As I've mentioned, for as long as they've been in the ring, the Savage Sirens have dominated. And there's the Cloverleaf center of the ring. Cassie in trouble. Finally fights her way out of it. Rolls through in a basement drop kick. Now picks up Minerva here. Big right hand. Oh, wait a minute. Locking her up, taking her down. There's that chokehold. You know, shades of her daddy with that choke sleeper. But Faith now in. Quick cover on Minerva. Right away, Amber with a quick breakup, and then immediately outside as well. Faith now picks up Minerva, but Minerva with a quick fireman's carry. And modified neck breaker right across the point of the knee. And a big clothesline takes Faith down with a second one. Faith goes for a clothesline. Minerva ducks under running clothesline to cap it off. And now picks up Faith again. Has her up. And there's the high cross bomb. And again now picks up Faith, sends her into the Savage Siren's corner. And now Minerva's just measuring Faith. You know, as it's been said, for the short amount of time that these two women have been together, they have dominated the division, just like they're dominating this match. Because Minerva now, there it is, the Tartarus rack. Faith immediately grabs the ropes. Now into the cover though, 1, 2, and Cassie in to break it up. Miscue by Amber. Cassie had a little bit of a stutter step. Kind of faked her out there. But now Faith getting picked up. Big STO takedown by Minerva. The two powerhouses for their teams. But Minerva now rolls Faith through, bow and arrow. And there you see Faith shaking her head. Yes, Faith gives it up. There we see earlier action, that running knee to Cassie, almost right at the start of the match. And there's that assisted power slam. This was almost like a tale of two matches. When they were inside the ring, the Savage Sirens dominated the contest. But the Deadly Desire dominated the time on the floor. But you can't win the match on the floor normally. That's the problem. Because there, as you see, the winners of the match via submission, the Savage Sirens. So the Savage Sirens still with only one loss to their name against the current tag champions. Now, as we get ready for our next contest, I'm going to set the stage. Bubs Hellcat, welcome to the show. They already told me you're here. What the fuck was that? Alright, who's throwing shit at me, goddammit? This is my own goddamn building. People aren't gonna throw shit at me. God damn it. As I was going with the setting the stage here, a little bit ago, the women of the Ministry of Mayhem decided they wanted to have a little bit of their own faction warfare. They want to see just who's the toughest. So they propose an elimination match. I love the idea. So here we go. And I'm going to take a few minutes here before this match kicks off. Because goddammit, I need another beer. No, that's not the right temperature. No. Can you read? First of all, let me ask that question. Can you read? You can. You say you're good at it. Well, apparently you can't read a fucking thermometer. But we'll see if you can read your termination papers. Because you're fired. There we go, back here. Oh, not a problem at all there. I appreciate it, Bubs. Anytime you can spend, always appreciate it. Always welcome to have you here. But here we go. The following contest is a fatal four-way elimination match. On their way down to the ring first, she weighs in at 135 pounds. She is the Mad Dog, Molly Shamrock. Of course, Molly Shamrock, second generation superstar in her own right. Her dad, of course, the Psycho Sicko Sean Shamrock. We will see him in action this Sunday. But the minute she hits the stage, the pace picks up. And ladies and gentlemen, her first opponent, weighing in at 200 pounds, she is the goddess of pain. Of course, I will throw it out there now. All four of these women, all representing the Ministry of Mayhem. So I figured instead of calling it out for each one, I would just do a couple of big en masse announcements. But ladies and gentlemen, the next competitor on her way to the ring. She weighs in at 142 pounds. Mrs. Utaker. As you see the lantern lighting the way for the feisty Tiny Taker. I already know for sure the Utakers have signed on for the next season. See all the different lights being shown here in the arena. Sign of respect, Mrs. Utaker, a veteran of the business. And as the lantern fades, the lights come back. But ladies and gentlemen, the last competitor on her way to the ring. She weighs in at 275 pounds. It's Shulky. Of course, Shulky, a former women's world champion. Mrs. Utaker and Goddess, former Ravishing Pair tag team champions. But in terms of singles gold, the only one with experience is Shulky. Could that play a factor in this contest? See the methodical walk by Shulky. Had a chance to talk with her earlier this week, and as much as she's, all for this match with the interfaction, she also wants to prove a point and get back into those world title discussions. As As we see each of the 4 women getting ready here. I'm going to try and keep up as best I can, but here we go. Big wicked lariat by Shoki on Goddess on a cover right away. Only a 1 count. You know, Shoki said she wanted to send a message, but I didn't expect her to try to go for a pin in the first 10 seconds. As Mrs. Utaker and Molly trade him back and forth. Goddess from the top to the bottom. Double axe handle to the floor. There's that single kick by Mrs. Utaker trying to cover of her own. A 1 count on Molly. Now Goddess, those series of strikes, gets blocked on a knee lift there. Both Goddess and Shoki throwing shots at each other. Meanwhile, Mrs. Utaker with the arm bar there. Finally a quick escape by Molly, but Molly looking to get back up into it. Meanwhile, Goddess and Shoki just throwing shots at each other, swinging for the fences. And again, there's that arm scissors by Mrs. Utaker on the Molly. Meanwhile, once again, Goddess and Shoki on the floor fighting. Quick jawbreaker. Oh, wait a minute. Goddess again fighting her way off there. Meanwhile, in the ring, Molly taken over by Mrs. Utaker. Oh, now quick takeover again. Mrs. Utaker now showing off. I mean, while her and Molly have gone back and forth, though, if you had to give an edge, I'd almost say a 60-40 split in favor of Mrs. Utaker so far. As Goddess and Shoki are just tearing into each other with everything they got. Molly tried for the claw on Mrs. Utaker. Mrs. Utaker fought her way out, and there's that single leg drop kick again. Meanwhile, on the floor, Famouser by Goddess. Big running spear by Mrs. Utaker takes down Molly. You hear Jake Bagwell, you can see on the side view, cheering on his wife, Goddess. But Goddess up and over springboard, didn't get all of it, but got enough. But Molly is setting up Mrs. Utaker, kick to the ribs. And there it is, the boom shakalaka into the cover. 2. And Mrs. Utaker out at 2.5. Now big clothesline by Molly, make it a second one. Ducks under the one and a quick power slam by Molly onto Mrs. Utaker and goes right after Goddess now. Big shot to the head. Goddess was measuring up Shoki and didn't catch it. Didn't see Molly, but now Molly's locking in the shamlock. Shoki breaks it up and goes after a cover on Goddess. But 2.5 and Shoki and Goddess kicks out. Molly showing off a little bit, might cost her here though. Mrs. Utaker gut wrench suplex. Pops the hips and rolls through. Make it a second one. And a cover. And Molly has been eliminated. Meanwhile, Goddess stacks up Shoki and gets her. So out of nowhere, we are down to 2. Holy shit. Oh, and Mrs. Utaker with that stack-up pin as well. And no, only a 2 count, but rolls through into the Boston Crab. So out of nowhere, Mrs. Utaker and Goddess with eliminations in short order. Now pulling Goddess away in the middle of the ring. Mrs. Utaker in for the cover. 1, 2, and no, at 2.5, Goddess kicks out again. But now Mrs. U-Taker going up top. Goddess is staggered. Missile drop kick. Goddess ducks. Now kicks Mrs. U-Taker to the ribs. Stomps on her fingers and then a kick to the spine. And a cover by Goddess. 1, 2, and Mrs. U-Taker right out at 2. So the two women that probably know each other the best in terms of in-ring competition. You know, tag team partners. Oh wait, Mrs. U-Taker caught her, holy shit. And power bombs her down, stacks her up, 1, 2, and no, Goddess kicks out. Goddess went for what was probably going to be a senton, but got caught and powerbombed. Now here comes Mrs. U-Taker, arm scissors hooked in. Goddess rolling through, quick jabs to finally escape the hold. But she's holding that elbow. Quick side slam by Mrs. U-Taker, following up the advantage right away. Sends Goddess into the corner. Was gonna get her, tried to probably lift her up for that superplex, but Goddess stuffed her. As I mentioned, these two women being tag team partners, you have to believe they know each other's moves inside and out. But will the second time be the charm for Mrs. U-Taker? Has a gut wrench. And a super fall-away slam. Now picks up Goddess, but Goddess with a quick arm drag takes over Mrs. U-Taker. Big forearm across the back. And there's a T-bone. Now Goddess pulls Mrs. U-Taker away from the ropes into the cover. 1, 2, and Mrs. U-Taker out at 2.5. Goddess now kicked to the spine, but that might have woke up Mrs. U-Taker. Went for the clothesline. Goddess ducks under. Front face lock. Into a jackhammer. Goddess now kicked to the ribs. Stomping on the fingers once again. Another kick right to the small of the back. And now we don't normally see Goddess go upstairs. Taking a high risk. Big splash connects. Goes to pick up Mrs. U-Taker, but arm drag reversal from Mrs. U-Taker here and a kick to the chest. But Goddess had it blocked. Up and over, reverse DDT into the cover. 1, 2, and no at 2 7/8. Now waistlock deadlift into the suplex, shades of what Mrs. U-Taker does herself. Now Goddess measuring Mrs. U-Taker, has her hooked. Up and over, another reverse DDT, legs hooked. And it is enough. As we're seeing on the replays here, earlier in the match, Mrs. U-Taker trying a quick cover of her own on Molly. So all 4 of these women, not for any titles, but for bragging rights, out to prove a point. But in the end, your winner, the Goddess of Pain. I agree, Mrs. U-Taker, hell of a match. Now, coming up next, we have the action in the men's division as Terrell Johnson goes one-on-one with Jake Bagwell. Who do you have? Place your bets. And of course, while folks are placing their bets, I'm going to throw some more shout outs to people around. You know, other great channels like Platinum Dragon Wrestling on last night. Of course, your host on that, everybody's favorite Drunken Dragon Clown Shifty on the Platinum Dragon Studios Network. Then, of course, we have Raging Chaos Wrestling, bringing you different creation streams. And when he's not doing some creation work, you might get some Onrush. You might get some Red Dead Redemption. You just never know what the blue-haired freak has up in store for ya. But another one of the originals around. I'm talking about post-apocalyptic action with RWO. Of course, the angry asshole Pete Wall bringing you the action. And you're going to find that exclusively on the Pillar to Post Network. But another take on some post-apocalyptic action. Savage Warfare Wrestling. Brought to you by the Mean One, Mean Joey Green. And of course, you're going to find that exclusively on the Dr. Anus Tickler Network. No, I did not stutter. No, your ears did not flap. The Dr. Anus Tickler Network for your Savage Warfare action. But speaking of action, if you like what you've seen today, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not already a member of the Attorney Broadcasting family, hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you never miss a moment of the action. And here we go, back down to ringside. Of course, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. On his way down to the ring first, weighing in at 285 pounds. He is Terrell, the motherfucking Truth Johnson. Of course, Terrell, a veteran of the industry, in the middle of all the pyro work. Terrell here with a big opportunity, going up against a former multi-time champion here. Hell of a way to make a statement. Terrell now pacing around the ring. Two men who know each other well over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he weighs in at 270 pounds. He is the Enforcer, Jake Bagwell. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Right away, Jake with a quick lariat on Terrell. Of course, Jake, a former multiple-time pay-the-price champion as well as former international champion. Just stomping across Terrell with everything he's got. Now Jake picks up Terrell, kick to the ribs. And there's that jawbreaker. Now pulls Terrell back. In for the cover. One, and only a 1 count. Terrell now rolls up, though. Big spine buster on Bagwell out of nowhere. Then a kick to the chest. And now turning him over. Cloverleaf locked in. Bagwell quick to escape from the Cloverleaf. And another lariat. Terrell rolls out to the apron. Bagwell with a big spear to the ribs puts Terrell to the floor, and Bagwell going upstairs. He doesn't fly very often, folks. And from the top to the bottom, rolling blockbuster connects. Holy shit! Now on the floor, Jake's maintaining control here. Hammerlock on Terrell. And Jake now taunting the crowd here recently with a change of heart. Now calls for Terrell to get up here. Let's say he can't be thinking of trying to springboard. Series of kicks and then a clothesline takes Terrell down again in a cover. I was a little confused what he was doing on the apron because now kick to the ribs and another jawbreaker. I was gonna say Jake Bagwell hasn't used high risk offense in a couple of years. But now Terrell picks him back up, sets him up here. Power bombs him down, hangs on, make it a pair, and 3 for 3. You see Bagwell holding his spine. And Terrell right back into the cloverleaf. But Bagwell powers his way out quickly. A little bit of a salute to the crowd there. Not the most pleasant version of one. But Terrell scoops him up into a power slam. And a cover. 1. And only a 1 count again. Now Terrell going in, but Jake with a quick reverse elbow there. And now clotheslines Terrell over the top to the floor. And oh my God, again Jake going upstairs. From the top to the bottom, double axe handle connects. Now throws Terrell underneath the bottom rope. Terrell quickly back to his feet though. But Jake shot to the knees. And there's that Toro Texas slam into a cover. 1, 2, and no, Terrell out at 2.5. Jake thought he had him there. Oh, but this might do it, setting him up. Has him in 69 stretch. Terrell in trouble, but so far hanging on. And he refuses to quit. But there's Jake drop kicking him right to the knees again. And oh my God, again, Jake going upstairs. And a cross body. Didn't get all of it, but got enough. I swear to God, I think Jake's been to the top rope more times in this match than in the last 6 motherfucking months. There's a gut-wrench slam by Terrell, taking him over on the floor. Now Terrell sends Jake underneath the bottom rope, following up here, drives him chest first. Going right after him again, has him. Oh, wait a minute! Shades of Jake's own maneuver with the Tora Texas. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you've got to be kidding me here. Terrell locking in the 69 stretch. Bagwell quickly escapes, but could you imagine if he'd have beat Bagwell with his own maneuver? Now rights and lefts from Bagwell to the jaw of Terrell. There's a big lariat and a second one. Catches the leg in a leg sweep. And Terrell landed on the back of his neck, and he's not moving, folks. Referee's calling a stop to it. There we see both men using variations of Tora Texas. But Terrell still not moving. Trainers are out there now. As we go to the replays, I'm watching the live action as well. Said after that leg sweep, Terrell landed awkwardly on his neck. The referee calls the match to a stop for your winner, Jake Bagwell. And as you could see over the shoulder of Jake right there as well, Terrell still not moving. And now Bagwell just kicks him while he's down. So Bagwell wins the contest, but then even after the kick to Terrell, again towards that neck area. And Terrell still hasn't moved. So we are going to be taking a couple of minutes here while the medical staff get Terrell out of the ring. Of course, they're going to get him back to the trainer's area for further evaluation. Oh, and what the fuck? As you see Jake Bagwell, the fans booing him, and, you know, after that attack on Terrell, and Jake, he's got a finger up, but he's not telling them they're number one. That's for damn sure. And as we get ready, you know, as I said, they're getting Terrell back for evaluations. Our next match will be a triple threat elimination match in the women's division. All three of these women, former singles champions. We have Susie the Elf, Jana Rage, and Trinity Nightwalker Who do you have place your bets? And as folks are placing their bets, I'm going to throw a little bit of the last rounds of shout-outs here. You know, we've mentioned tournaments and such all day today. A worldwide tag team tournament hosted by Slaughterhouse Championship Wrestling. And of course, if he's not bringing you the tournament, you might get some Detroit action. You might get some Friday the 13th, some Dead by Daylight. I've even heard rumors of some Black Desert. You never know what page the Yellow Pages is going to turn to. And then, of course, we have from across the pond, UKWF and 3LW action. Just wrapped up their broadcast season on a little bit of a hiatus before the next one starts. Was a hell of a final show, I'll say that. Of course, you're going to find that exclusively on the channel UKWF/3LW Omar Wolf. So be sure to check out the action from across the pond. Then, of course, we also have the Underground Circus, hosted by that crazy ringmaster Wild-Eyed Yeti, bringing the biggest collection of freaks and weirdos you've ever seen. But then, of course, you already saw them in the chat, Mythic Legends Wrestling, bringing you its own variety of entertainment as well. We also have Annihilation Pro Wrestling. You're going to find that, of course, your host of that is Demented. And you're going to find that exclusively on the channel, Demented. And holy shit, wait a minute, we're staying with this. Bagwell flipping over the stretcher, dumping Terrell on the floor. What the fuck? Security trying to get Bagwell back now. Jake Bagwell definitely showing a more aggressive side than we've seen in a long time. Just staring down at Terrell now. Security finally getting Bagwell apart. Looks like security's going to pull him to the back. As trainers and staff checking on Terrell again. Oh, now he got up free from the security and he's hitting Truth. Jesus Christ, someone get him under fucking control. So I know we have women's action next, but we got to stay with this now. Bagwell sending a message to Terrell. Terrell still hasn't moved of his own power yet. Oh, not a problem at all there, Mythic. Anytime. I always believe in showing the love out to everybody. Again, Bagwell fighting against the guard's grip, as they are trying to pull him back off the stage into the back, so we can continue with the rest of the show and medical staff can finish evaluating Terrell. But Bagwell has snapped. Looks like they're finally getting him in the back now. And if we get any update on Terrell Johnson, I will be sure to let people know. If we don't have an update by the time we go off the air, be sure to stay tuned to our social media platforms. As soon as we know something, we will report it to you. But now we're going to head back to ringside for the next contest. Which the following contest is a triple threat elimination match. On her way down to the ring first, weighing in at 190 pounds. Jenna Rich. And there you see on the picture-in-picture view, cameras following Bagwell. Security's getting him back. Making the statement, if anyone, that he wasn't going to be insulted that way. So Terrell had to pay the price. Of course, Jenna Rage here, a former Intercontinental Champion. I mentioned all three of these women being former singles champions. And ladies and gentlemen, the next competitor on her way down to the ring. She weighs in at 153 pounds. Susie, the Elf. Of course, Susie, a former women's world champion. You know she would love to make a statement in this match and get herself back in that discussion. And ladies and gentlemen, the last competitor on her way to the ring, representing the Dynasty. She weighs in at 140 pounds. Trinity Nightwalker. Of course, Trinity, the only two-time women's world champion in the company history right now. You know, I had a chance to talk with her some earlier this week. And even though her aunt has the women's world title, she said if nothing else, that makes her more motivated to get it back. Because it was her aunt that took it from her. Was Trinity the daughter of myself and Missy? The referee calls for the bell. Here we go. And right away, Trinity goes right after Jenna. Series of shots. Now Susie looked like she was going to get involved, but changed her mind. Step-up kick to the side of the head of Jenna. And then an open hand slap to Susie. Susie reverses Trinity in the corner. Big chop and then a kick to the ribs. And another one. And now Susie choking Trinity. Goes after Jenna, but Jenna going right after Susie now. Of course, it was Susie that ended Trinity's first women's world title reign. Now going to say the fans, but got caught by Jenna. Maybe an error in judgment by Trinity there. Left the door open, and now paying for it. German suplex with a bridge. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count, about 1.5. I thought it was going to be 2. But now Susie has Jenna up and over, reverse DDT. Jenna rolls to the floor, Trinity going out right after her. Jenna back in the ring, all the women playing a little bit of round and round here. And Bagwell again on the side view, saying he wants that world title. He doesn't care who he has to hurt to get it. Cover by Trinity, not even a 1 count on Susie. Now Susie, though, picks up Trinity. No, Trinity rolls through Hurricane Rana with a cover, no. And turned into a sunset flip. Both women countering back and forth, trying to get the pinfall advantage. Went for the cutter, did Jenna, but got countered. Hurricane Rana takeover, and as soon as Jenna got up, Trinity had her. Full Nelson suplex. Now Trinity picks up Jenna, but Jenna with a quick European uppercut. Into a cutter. Trinity rolls to the floor. Now Jenna going right after. Susie rolls through, has her up. Head hooked, airplane crash, neck breaker. And a cover, 1. And only a 1 count. Susie gets out right away there. And here comes Trinity. Quick drop toe hold on Jenna. And then goes right back after Susie. Has her up, electric chair. And takes her down face first. But now Jenna sends Trinity over the top rope as Susie does a kip up. And a super kick nails Jenna there. Susie picks her up. Trinity went for the springboard drop kick. Nobody home. And again, Trinity playing around. Got caught by Susie. Took a little too much time showboating to the fans. Oh, now Susie has her up. Underhook face first driver there. In comes Jenna as well. Goes right after Susie. Picks up rolling forearm right to the jaw. Oh, and there's that quick takedown by Trinity, though, onto Jenna. Taking advantage as Susie being preoccupied with Jenna originally now. Trinity, one of the youngest of the children of Missy and I, but definitely one of the more craftier of all the children. And showing it here in this match. Running knee to the side of the jaw of Jenna. Oh, not a problem at all there. Thank you very much for the time you were here. Always appreciate it. Now taking out the big neck breaker by Trinity. Into the cover. 1. And now Jenna hooks up Trinity. Backslide driver. Trinity again rolls out of the ring to the floor, and Susie catches Jenna with that jumping reverse neck breaker into a cover of her own. 2. Now kicking her right in the face, and now stomping on the back. Spinning back fist, and then a kick right to the ribs as well. Scoop up by Susie, but no, Jenna counters. Pushes off Susie here, quick European uppercut to follow up. Into the cover, 1, and Trinity breaks up the pinfall for some reason. Jenna goes for a clinch, but Trinity immediately counters out of it. Quick belly-to-back suplex by Susie. And a half-and-half suplex on the Trinity as well. Susie standing tall. Now braces Trinity against the top rope, snaps her back, middle of the ring. But a jawbreaker from Trinity as soon as she goes to get up. Now sets Susie up here, power bombs her down, stacks her up. 1, 2, and Susie has been eliminated. Oh, and there is that rolling cutter. Now Trinity looking to follow up on Jenna. Collar elbow tie up. Jenna pushes her back. But Trinity sends Jenna off the ropes here. Quick schoolgirl, but rolls through into a super kick. Now Trinity up top here. Waiting for Jenna. Went for the knees, but Jenna out of the way. Now kicks to the ribs of Trinity, and a big clothesline takes her down. Jenna with another stomp to the ribs. Deadlift gut wrench. Into a powerbomb, holds the pin. 1, 2. And there you see Susie making the comments to the ringside cameraman. But now Jenna upstairs. Off the top, 630, nobody home. Misjudged it. And again, trying to go upstairs. This time the elbow does connect. Oh, and wait a minute. And again, another 630. This time finds the mark. Into the cover. 1, 2. And holy shit, Trinity out at 2.5. Now, Jenna rolling through. Hooks Trinity. Air raid crash neck breaker once again. And now tying up the knee, working on the knee and the ankle here. You see Trinity writhing in pain. Now Jenna picks up Trinity here. Front face lock. No, Trinity reverses out. Double knees to the face out of nowhere. And Trinity getting fired up. Big clothesline by Trinity, making it a second. Single leg drop kick. Now Trinity sends Jenna into the corner, following her over. Went for the splash, nobody home. Quick Hurricane Rana takeover by Jenna. Now kick to the ribs, DDT spiking Trinity, and then a kip up. Jenna went for Trinity, but Trinity will kick to the head of her own. Now kick to the ribs. Double underhook. Into an overdrive for the cover. 1, 2. And at 2.5, Jenna out again. Now sent into the corner from Trinity. Trinity with a kick to the ribs. Oh, what is Trinity doing here? Big running knee shot to the jaw. You saw the way Jenna's head snapped back. Now Trinity upstairs. Went for a somersault leg drop. Nobody home. Cover by Jenna. 1, 2. And again, Trinity out at 2.5. Oh, and now Jenna looking to go upstairs again. Calls for Trinity to get up. Oh, and a super kick out of nowhere. Trinity swatted her out of the air with a super kick. Into the cover. 2. And it's over. Jenna went for it, and Trinity catching her, just snatching her out of the air with that super kick. Here we see earlier action. Susie taking down Jenna with that reverse neck breaker into a cover quickly. Just wasn't enough here. And Trinity countering out of the neck breaker. Attempting, but eating a lot of kicks from Jenna on this. In the end, one chance too many for Jenna. Because the winner of the match, Trinity Nightwalker. So Trinity definitely staking her case. Who's this from? Oh, it's from you, okay? Huh. Well, we will see what that brings. Ladies and gentlemen, we get ready for our main event. It is the rematch for the international title. Of course, the former champion Ronnie Brown getting this opportunity, his contractual rematch against the drum monkey Randall Drum. Who do you have? Place your bets. And of course, if you've liked what you've seen today, be sure and hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you never miss a minute of the action. Jake Bagwell going with his protege for the win to regain the title. Oh, thank you very much there, Susie. Always appreciate it. But here we go, main event time. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the international title. On his way down to the ring first, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is the former international champion, Ronnie Brown. As I mentioned, Ronnie Brown, former champion, losing the title in an elimination match. But ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he weighs in at 225 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending Sacrifice Championship Wrestling International Champion, the Drum Monkey, Randall Drum. At our last Supercard over in New Orleans, Fright Night, Randall Drum fatal 4-way elimination match, winning that title in the end over Ronnie Brown. Very fitting it came down to those two men, and they're going to do it one more time tonight. And there you see Ronnie Brown, I had a chance to talk with him earlier today, and he is very focused on getting that title back. He wasn't ready for that reign to end. Of course, shocked the world when he won it. And of course, our new champion, another shock of the world, very new to the company. A veteran in the business, but new to the company, so it was definitely surprising to see him climb the ranks as fast as he did and capture that title. Won in a 4-way elimination match to get the shot. And then another 4-way elimination match to get the title. Here we go. Referee calls for the bell. Main event underway. Collar, I will tie up right away. Wrist lock here by Drum. Turns it into a hammer lock. Now big form to the face, now a kick as well. Drum trying to set the pace early. Short range brainbuster. Goes to pick up Ronnie, but Ronnie sweeps the leg. Of course, Ronnie coming in with a 20-pound weight advantage. We'll see if that actually plays a factor in this. Running drop kick, but Brown out of the way. But the Drum Monkey right back up. Up and around into a DDT. Holy shit! Now short range elbow right to the chest. Drum now picks him up, sends Ronnie into the corner. Went for the splash, nobody home. Ronnie went for the drop kick, but no one there as well. Now face first into the turnbuckle and repeated shots. Now quick roll away. And oh my God, a wicked clothesline. Just damn near took his head off. That's where you may see that 20-pound weight difference here. Now quick roll through into a Dragon Sleeper. Drum quick to escape, stomp right to the back. High kick and then an open hand strike. Now sends him up and over the top. And there's a spear, takes him all the way to the floor, and Drum follows him out. Picks up Ronnie by his head. Big vertical suplex on the floor. All this time got caught. Drum thrown around here. Ronnie Brown trying to show that power advantage. And just snaps Drum down to the floor on the back of his head. Now again has Drum Monkey, takes him face first into the corner. Or excuse me, into the apron. I apologize. Up and over, hip toss, roll through, knee shot right to the head. Drop down kick to the jaw. Seeing a little bit of speed and agility here that we're not used to seeing out of Ronnie Brown. And another short range elbow drop from the champ. Sends Ronnie Brown back in the ring, follows him in. Getting the crowd fired up behind him. Big clothesline and a second one. Brown in the corner, huge splash. Off the far side, duck under. Leaping clothesline and a kip up. The Drum Monkey getting rolling here. Backslide driver puts them down. Now into the cover to retain. 2. And he does. There you see it, the backslide driver earlier in the contest. no, excuse me, that was the last one there. But ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and still Sacrifice Championship Wrestling International Champion, the Drum Monkey, Randall Drum. And there you see, sending a message. Once he got the ball rolling, it was started rolling into an avalanche and just buried Ronnie Brown in the end. Oh, thank you very much there, guys. I always appreciate you being here. And I was just getting ready to mention it. You see Blaze Radio in the chat. He will be coming up live later on tonight. So be sure to, if you're not already a member with his channel, there he is. Get over there and be there tonight. Of course, as I said, that has been our main event today. I thank everyone that was here, whether you were here for a couple minutes, whether you had to go and come back, whether you were here for the whole show. I appreciate you taking any time to spend it with me, including if you're on the PSN network or if you're catching this on a replay. I always appreciate it. Again, as I mentioned earlier, Blaze Radio bringing you LTD action later tonight. But on that note, people, if I don't catch you beforehand, we're going to be back in action on Sunday. Thank you all for being here. But peace out, fuckers.